Hello everyone! Welcome finally to the reaction to the Feh Channel, revealing our CYL5 units. I'm DTM as always, and yeah, it's a very exciting time, because finally, the fan base has been debated for like, I think 3 days in a row at this point. But yeah, it's finally time to reveal what the units look like. Personally, I hope Marianne gets the Blood Gang, and I really hope there will be nothing boring. I can see Marth maybe getting Starlight or Alm, and Erica will probably get steal another weapon from either Lara Shell or another person. But yeah, I'm super excited. Personally, I'll figure out what I want to do once I see them. But yeah, nothing else to do but to watch. As always, if you like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help support the channel, because we're on really good momentum right now, and I'd like to see that continue. And yeah, really appreciate y'all. And without further ado, let us begin. Like, nothing else to say, right? Alright, let's do this. Hello, Feh.
Flap, 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 flap.
Okay, they're definitely flapping a lot.
Hello, summoners.
Alright, I think... What's with the dragon flowers? Oh, that's weird.
As promised in the Feh Channel video from earlier this month, I'm back with more information for all you summoners.
Yes,
I'm sure you're
CYL
just as
heroes,
excited
let's
for this
go.
as I am. So that's enough beak wagging. Without further ado, it's time for a special Choose Your Legends edition of Feh
Yes,
Channel.
CYL 2021. Let's do this.
Let's get started.
Alright, let's see what they look like.
Here they are, the heroes who fought their way to the top to claim the #1 and 2 spots in both the men's and women's divisions of the Choose
Yes,
Your Legends round.
Gatekeeper and Mary.
I'm sure
Gatekeeper,
you all know
I'm
these,
still
but
amazed
I'll
that he
introduce them one by
managed to
one.
meme his way through, honestly.
For
Alright,
those
let's
who
see,
have faith
Erica.
in me. When I think of that, I feel strength.
Wait, is that
inside.
Ephraim's lance? Oh my goodness, what?
Presenting the
Whoa,
from the
this is
women's division.
this is definitely
It's
a...
Erica from the Fire
Wild
Emblem
luck.
The Sacred Stones game. Oh my! Her outfit looks just like something her twin brother Ephraim
Yeah,
would
it looks
wear.
just like
She has
Ephraim.
such a noble presence in that attire.
I really like the
Spear in
ponytail.
hand.
It looks really cool.
As
Oh,
long
what
as
is
her
this?
HP is 25%
Okay,
or higher,
effective against
Erica's
Dexthani.
weapon, Binding Reagan Leaf, grants bonuses to all 4 of her
Reduces
stats,
damage from
and
both...
reduces the damage she takes from the
Oh,
first attack
it
by
has part of no
30%.
follow-up as a cavalry.
She'll
That's
even
actually really
reduce the
good.
damage from counterattacks when she
Lance...
initiates combat.
Wait, what's
So
Gatekeeper
she'll
going
have
to be
no
then?
trouble taking out her foes with follow-up attacks.
And it has
Plus,
Kanto.
Surge Sparrow allows her to heal when she deals special damage.
Oh, this is
She can dish out
this
the
is a
damage
side
and
grade
gain
to
some
Swift
HP at
Sparrow,
the
I
same
think.
time.
Or maybe something even
Amazing.
better.
Also, if her Moonlight Bangle skill
Wait,
triggers the
does she get a
Kanto
pref
effect,
skill too?
She'll be able to move after attacking.
A perf?
Hey, she managed to get to safety. Oh,
That's
what a
pretty
relief.
cool. Oh,
I can
the Dragon
already
Flower is
tell
probably
she'll
the
be
Dragon
useful
Flower
when
update,
approaching the
actually, now that I
battle
think
with
about it.
hit and run tactics.
Yes. Now with Safety Fence, Hit and Run is actually really good, so I think Erica will be very perfect for that, actually. Alright, Marth. Sword!
Now
Oh,
for the
what?
runner-up from the men's division.
A man ripped the Blood
It's
Gang.
Marth from the
Alright,
Fire
CYL
Emblem
ruined.
Mystery of the Emblem game. I hear his
He looks...
outfit is based
Wait!
on the
No
first Queen
Pantless
of
Marth?
Altea.
Come on! What?
We're
You
used to
had
seeing him
one
in blue.
job,
I
Feh.
think he looks
One
very
job.
regal in
Oh,
red
well.
as well. His shining emblem special skill
Is
grants
that his,
bonuses to
what does this
himself
do?
and allies when he starts a turn with allies around him. This effect triggers regardless of his special cooldown charge value.
Okay, just
And
for
when his
one
special
turn,
does trigger,
if
it
within 2
removes
spaces.
damage from
Okay, so that's
35%
basically
of
a
his
buffer. Huge buffer.
His special cooldown is low, making it easy
And then,
to activate. So it seems like he'll be able to
And then
keep
also
up the
buffs
pressure on his
allies as
opponents.
well. And then boosts true damage on
He can't
that
attack
special.
from here, can he?
Oh, what's
if we
that
don't
A
do
skill?
something,
That's
he
really
might get
interesting.
hit by a foe's ranged attack. But we've got nothing to worry about. Reliable old Marth is equipped with the distant
Did they
pressure
this
skill.
Eunuch
That means he can counterattack regardless
If unit
of his
is
foe's range.
grants
So
+5
let's go
speed,
ahead
but
and
after
take
combat,
the hit.
okay, so this is a side grade to distant counter. The recoil is a bit iffy for tanks, but honestly, it looks pretty cool. I don't know how useful that would be,
Now
but
it's our turn. Marth's
what is
weapon,
this?
Genesis
Okay.
Faction, grants all sorts of
accelerate
different
special
effects
trigger,
depending
that's
on
good,
how many
effective against
bonuses are on
dragons.
the allies around
Foes,
him.
of course, if units
The more
within
bonuses his allies
combat.
have, the more effects it grants. There's
Oh,
a
it's
lot
basically
going on here.
similar to
I'm sure it's
Morgan's,
not too much for
the
you summoners to handle.
Fallen Morgans,
Right now,
except
he's
it's
making
by
the most of his
bonuses
weapon
instead of
skills.
debuffs.
So let's break
Okay, I'm
it
gonna
down
have to
as
read
simply as possible.
that all later.
He's neutralizing effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks while also neutralizing effects that prevent him
I
from
just
performing
read
follow-up
this
attacks
and
during combat.
hear
He's also
shut down by
getting
lol
+5 to his
skills.
attack, healing 5 HP to himself and dealing damage,
So,
and he can attack enemies before they attack him when
I'm
they
not sure.
initiate combat.
Again, we'll have to wait until we actually have these in practice. But I think Marth is, I mean, it's a red sword infantry, so
be sure to keep some strong
hopefully he'll
allies
be able to
nearby.
stand out, although it's really hard to do that. Alright,
I don't think I
rip
understand
Blood
it,
Gang Marianne,
but I suppose
like
they chose
actually
me for a
ruined.
reason.
She looks really good though. Wait, is she
It's
dancer?
time to introduce the winner of the women's division.
They chose the
It's
dancer?
Marianne from the Fire Emblem Three Houses game. In contrast to her usual attire from the monastery, she's joining the fray clad in a daring dancer's outfit.
Yeah, so we have a
Marianne
dance.
has a skill
Hey,
called
attack speed
attack
unity,
speed.
finally.
And
Took
when
long
she
enough
has
to get
allies
it.
around her, some of her stats
Wait,
increase during
whoa!
combat.
What?
If she
What is
initiates
that
combat
like
while
a
her
part of the
foe's
beast
HP is
transformation? Okay,
50%
that's
or
actually
higher,
amazing. I like
her
that.
Phantasm Tome skill will reduce the damage she takes from her foe's first
I would
attack
I would have
by
liked
70%.
Beast Marianne as like
I
a
guess you
fallen
don't have to be
concept,
too
but as part of the
careful when you
weapon,
get such
I think that
reduced damage from counterattacks.
actually really lends well in the fact that she's able to she's no longer, you know, ashamed of herself, but rather using what makes her unique as something to be proud of, I think. And I think that actually really fits well.
Unscathed. And we can't forget about her special.
What is this? If
Requiem
unit
dance.
initiates combat after
If Marianne
combat,
initiates
grants another
combat,
action.
This allows an ally within
Oh, so
two
that's
spaces
basically-
who has already acted to take
Oh,
another
that's like
action.
sort of
It
dance.
even works on allies
and-
who sing or dance.
Okay, this is actually really good. I like
Only be
this.
able to move one space. But I'm
Okay,
sure
this
will
actually
open up
impacts a
all sorts
lot of
new
things.
strategies.
I'm a big fan of this, and I think this will be probably a winner. Alright, let's see Gatekeeper. There's only like green left. So I think he's going... What is that art?
Finally, here's the winner of the men's division.
Wait, what?
It's the
That's very
Gatekeeper
interesting
Garrett
art.
Mock from Fire Emblem Three Houses. A member of the Knights of Saros.
It's stylized, but,
who's
you know,
sworn
I
to
sort of
protect the
dig
gates
it.
of the monastery at all
Nothing to
costs.
report is his
He's
title.
known for being
Of course he
cheerful and
is.
lively when he's on duty.
But what's...
And I'm sure
I thought
he'll make a
Lance was
pleasant
already
addition to
taken.
any army. His weapon is called Charging Horn.
Oh, he has a
Which just means to
horn.
give it a
He's
toot for its
green toe?
magic
Okay,
to
now
take
this is
effect.
interesting.
It grants all sorts of benefits based on how many allies are within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on him.
Okay.
If there's at least
That's
one
a
ally nearby,
pretty lenient
this will
condition.
reduce his foe's attack and resistance by the number of allies times 2 during
Hmm.
combat.
Yeah, I think it... is
If
he,
there are 3 or more
he looks
allies,
infantry.
foes can't
Unless,
perform
like, there's
follow-up
a...
attacks.
Wait, what's
Not
like
only
0?
that,
Why did
but if a
he do that?
structure that foes can destroy is present within 2 spaces of him, he's granted the best effects from his weapon regardless of how many allies are nearby.
Wait, what? Oh, shoot! Lost... Was that?
Like an ally
Spring
being
Breeze
trapped
is,
on
like, dead.
Well, would you look at that? His detailed report skill
Okay,
does
perf
a
skill.
really good job of stopping the enemy's advance. It even prevents them from warping near.
Okay, so it's basically a supercharged obstruct. And no warping within 4... Okay, that's actually really good.
So he's totally prepared for counterattacks. And thanks
Okay,
to
that's
joint
basically
drive
another
he's
one of those
built
side
like an
grades
iron
for
wall. No one
close
can get past him.
counter.
I guess
And
that makes
yo,
sense
we
for someone
finally get
this
joint drive
talented.
defense. Finally, took long
You
enough.
can take a closer look at these hero skills in a video launching after this Feh Channel.
Alright, I'll be making a separate video about that.
And what kind of Choose Your Legend celebration
So
will this be?
look
We'll
out
wait
for
to
that
have a
once
free
this all
summon event
finishes.
prepared.
But yeah, we get the classic free summon.
That's right.
Honestly,
You'll
I'm
be
really a
able to
big fan of
summon one
Marianne's.
these 4 heroes for
But
free.
Gatekeeper's
excitement
OBSTRUCT,
doesn't
like,
end
and
there,
warp
though.
blocking is also really cool too.
You'll be able
Especially
to
for
choose
ether
a
raids.
focus hero to summon for free after summoning 40 times in this summoning event. And you can do it 4 times.
Alright, so it's the same as last year.
Means you can
That's
get
cool.
4 free focus heroes if you summon 160 times. You can also get up to 4
Oh hey!
celestial
We can also get
stones.
celestial stones. Nice.
Oh,
Alright, that's
and I
cool.
should also mention that the Brave Echoes free summon event that features heroes who
Yeah,
were selected
we
in
know it's
Choose
gonna
Your Legends Round
disappear
3
soon.
event will be ending on August 31st. Be sure to summon
Hopefully
one of those
we
heroes
like
if
know
you
their
haven't
refines
already.
soon, if they're going to get refines.
Wow, these
But,
Choose Your Legends
Yeah,
heroes sure are
I'm
amazing.
personally more excited about CYL3
Oh,
refines
say,
because
of
I want to
course
see who
they
becomes the
are.
next Brave Hector.
They have new skills. Their outfits are perfectly suited for the special appearance, and I'm starstruck just thinking about them.
Yes, you are, Faye.
But I can't lose my composure now. There's more news to share.
Alright, be a Dragonflower
Beginning
increase?
around
Yep.
August 17th,
Please
we're
do
once
something
again
about the
increasing the number of
ridiculous
times you can
cost,
use
because like,
Dragonflowers
we're
to
going to get
improve
very
heroes.
poor on Dragonflowers.
Heroes who could be improved a total of 15 times
Yep.
up until now will be able
Well,
to be
time
improved
to grind for
20
more
times.
flowers for my Brave
Heroes
Lucina.
limited to 10 times are being bumped up to 15 times. And heroes that could only be improved up to 5 times can be improved 10 times.
Alright. So yeah, we have a
The
BST
number of
increase.
Dragonflowers needed to pass the current limit will start at 40. Each time you improve after
Oh my
that,
gosh, it's going to
the number
cost
will
like
increase by
another
40, as you can see.
1,500 or
To go
something.
along with the increased limits on Dragonflowers, there will be a
They
lot
really
of
need to like
things.
pump out
Growing
those
Boom
Dragonflowers a lot
to help you
more,
improve
because it's
your
starting to
heroes.
get kind of ridiculous.
Log in just once during the active period to get 120 of each type of
I mean, yeah,
Dragonflower.
thank you so much. That will surely help in our long-term quest to max invest.
Hey! So, how'd I do? This is the 5th time special Choose Your Legends heroes are making an
Alright.
appearance. So I hope I did
I
them
want to see what
justice.
Erica's beat skill is going to be.
Either way, I'm
Is
sure these
is that a
heroes are
perf
just
or
happy
not?
to have received so
Because
much
they never
support
done
from all you
perfs on second
summoners
place
out there.
before.
We couldn't have done it without you. I'm not technically a hero, but I wonder if I could get a special outfit too.
Oh? Is Faye becoming a
What I
summonable hero
mean to
soon?
say is, that's it for today, summoners. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Alright. So, I think that was about... I was expecting something more, honestly, like some new updates or anything, or even hints about CYL3 refines, but I guess not for today. Okay, we have like 5 seconds left. Okay, yeah, there's nothing left. Alright, but let's go back to
Presenting
The,
runner-up from the women's division.
I love this art. I love her hairstyle. It looks so good. I mean, Wada is always good at art, so I mean, I guess that should be expected. But yeah, I'm very surprised they chose Lance, honestly. I guess I was expecting... I thought Gatekeeper would get Lance, but I guess it's good. Alright. Okay, so it looks like the B skill is a preference B skill because it has the white border. So that's good. I like that. So let's see what this does. Accelerate special trigger, that's a good effect. 16 might, effective against armor and dragon. Armored and cavalry. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25% HP, grants all stats +5 during combat, reduces damage from foes' first attack by 30%, and also, if unit initiates combat, neutralizes effects that prevent units follow. So yeah, this is basically going to be a very powerful hit and run. And we can see her stats here. She's going to be full-on attack and speed, and okay-ish defense and res. It's workable, but her main role will probably be as a hit and run unit, especially with that Kanto for the B skill. And yeah, honestly, that 30% damage reduction on the foe's first attack would be really helpful for those hit and run strategies, or maybe even just proccing Gale Force. She can be also done as a Gale Force, since she does have Kanto. Maybe as like Initiator, although that sort of hurts because of the damage reduction, since you can't exactly get into Wings of Mercy range that way. So probably more for hit and run strats, which again, because of safety fence, is super powerful now. Not entirely anything unique though, unfortunately, besides the Kanto 2. But I mean, I think the effective damage will make her a very strong unit. It's just going to she faces a lot of competition, like from Reagan, for example, who's like the who's like the queen of hit and run right now in Astra. So maybe in Anima, I mean not Anima, maybe in Light this could be useful. As like a substitute. So Search Sparrow, if unit initiates combat, grants attack speed +7 to unit during combat. Okay, so that's like Swift Sparrow, except one attack better. And also, if unit deals damage to foe using a special, restores HP equal to X% of unit's max HP. X equals unit's max special cooldown count value times 20 plus 10. Max 100. Triggers even if 0 damage is dealt. So wait, so basically the higher the special cooldown is, the more healing you get. Maximum of 100. That's very interesting. Not sure how useful that will actually be, but at the very least, it's 1 point more of attack, I think, of Swift Sparrow. So either way, I think this would be pretty useful. But not to like just summon for Swift Sparrow for that, obviously. But yeah, I think we'll have to wait to see the sort of builds people figure out with this. Again, because this is mainly player phase, if unit initiates combat. So this doesn't really help with tanking, for example. Which, if this was for tanking, this would be like so busted, like actually. But yeah, thankfully it's only player phase.
Damage. She can dish out the damage and gain some HP at the same time. Amazing.
Interesting.
Also, if her move
Alright, so yeah. Kanto neutralizes units' penalties that inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on unit during combat. That's good, so no guard effects. So that means Gale Force procs will be a lot more consistent, especially against like Tandem Baton or guard skill. And then deals damage equal to X% of foe's defense when special triggers. And then again, the X thing. And then the rest is Kanto. So again, this is similar to Swift's, Surge Sparrow? And this one instead is dealing damage. And I think this is a reference to maybe Erica's legendary preference speed skill, which I think is pretty cool. Although legendary Erica then needs a huge remix. Yeah. And of course, Kanto 2 is super powerful. Not Kanto 3, which is what Reagan has. And she can't, like, also have Wings of Mercy in as well. So, again, more for hit and run, I believe, than necessarily Gale Force. Although, again, she'll probably be very good on Gale Force anyways. But yeah, true damage is always good. And this neutralizing the guard effect is will make her a lot more consistent.
She'll be able to move after attacking. Feh! She managed to get to safety. Oh, what a relief.
Feh acts like that's a surprise, honestly.
She'll be useful when approaching the battle with hit and run tactics.
Yeah, as Feh says, like, this is basically just hit and run, which again, with safety fence, is super powerful now. She's going to be very strong, but Kanto is not exactly unique, and effective damage is super nice, and will probably make her last quite a while. I just wish there was like some unique effect to her. Alright, what is this? ridiculousness. I thought Legendary Sigurd had a ridiculous special. At the start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces from an ally, grants all stats +6 for 1 turn, and grants allies within 2 spaces of unit attack +6 for a turn. So basically, this is an extended range of joint hone attack, except to yourself, it's all stats and not attack. And then the actual special effect is boosting damage by 35% of unit speed. I think one of the Preference Astra's skills that one of the genealogy characters had something similar like this. But yeah, this will be very powerful since, you know, true damage is always good. And after combat, if unit special triggered, grants all stats +6 to unit and all allies for 1 turn. Okay, so basically there's like 2 ways to get all these buffs. So yeah, this is a very decent support special, especially if you can consistently proc his special.
This effect triggers regardless of his special cooldown.
And we'll probably make Marth, a very at the very least a very good buffer, if not a very good combat unit. Which obviously he will be, as you can see from the stats. Well, they're all buffed, but again, high attack and speed, and workable defense and resistance. Although, again, these are all buffs, so...
if we don't do something, he might get hit by a foe's ranged attack. But we've got nothing to worry about.
Alright, distant pressure here. Unit can attack... So this is basically like a side grade to distant counter. It does the same thing, but it also grants you +5 speed, but deals 5 damage. Which, for tanks, I'm not really that good. That's enthused about, because always having self-damage is not a good thing for consistency. Because for tanks, you really want that sustain. And dealing self-damage, unless you're like gale forcing, is always a big if. Or you have like less than 100% HP condition. Alright, Genesis Falcon. Accelerate special trigger, that's good. Effective against dragon foes, of course. Okay, this is kind of long. If unit initiates combat, or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats +5, and also grants effects based on the total value of bonuses on the 3 allies with the highest bonus totals. So is this like all allies? If greater than or equal to 10, neutralizes effects, no follow-up, essentially. Okay, that's already really good. Like, no follow-up. If greater than or equal to 25, grants an additional attack +5 during combat, and also if unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores 5. Okay, so this cancels out distant pressure. But again, I think you could just, like, replace it with distant counter, and then just get 5 HP. And then combine that with Mystic Boost, and just get, like, 12 HP of healing after each combat. And that would be so much better than the 5 self-damage. That's just my opinion. Again, we have to wait and see how this works in practice. Take this with a grain of salt. And if greater than or equal to 60, that's, like, some insane number. If foe initiates combat, unit can counterattack before foe's first... Okay, so this, if greater than or equal to 60, that's Vantage. So wait, maybe if... I forget, does Desperation requires player phase or not? If not, then Vantage Desperation is a thing, apparently. But again, I can't recall if Desperation is player phased only or not. Probably not, honestly, that would be way too powerful.
The more bonuses his allies have,
so yeah, the good thing about this... Okay, I misread on my initial impressions. Lull skills do not hurt him, because this relies on the allies. Similar to... I want to say... Ashera, I think? Was the mythic that had the same effect? I can't exactly remember. I don't think it was Byleth. But yeah, honestly, I ditched the distant pressure and just replace it with distant counter and get 12 HP. Again, Sword infantries are always super rare, but I mean super high competition. But I think Marth will at least be able to stand on his own. Alright, Marianne in the dancer outfit. Rip the Blood Gang, honestly. I would have loved to see Blood Gang. Oh well. I do really like her art though. Her attacking art looks really threatening. I mean, it doesn't help that there's like a monster coming out of it. A beast. Attack speed unity. Okay, we know what that is, so we don't need to stop. But again, like I was saying, one of the things I really like about this is that it's not that she is a victim to her beast crest, but she's no longer ashamed of it and is using it for herself and for, you know, using it to empower herself. And I think that is a really cool way to incorporate that. Also, colorless tome, so automatically very unique. I see no follow-up in Times Pulse, so at the very least good fodder. Is she not actually a dancer? Does she not have dance? What? Phantasm Tome. At the start of combat, if foe's HP is greater than 50% HP, inflicts speed res -6 and neutralizes foe's bonus. So that's basically a superpowered lull. And also, if unit initiates combat, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 70%. So pretty decent. That damage reduction will be super powerful, so she could like go in and attack without fear. Again, I think the main draw of her will be Requiem Dance. So being able to get those procs will be super important.
Be too careful when you take such reduced damage from counterattacks. Yeah.
I love this animation. It looks so good. Okay, also watch me be totally wrong about Marianne's depiction via the forging bonds. I'm just waiting for me to just be like, oh no, she's been taken over and whatever, and that'll be really disappointing. Not as a Fallen, but as a Brave. Alright, Requiem Dance. If unit initiates combat, after combat, grants another action to ally with the highest HP. If ally is granted an additional action this way, restricts movement to one space on that ally. What? Okay. Okay, that restriction is a big bummer, but I mean, I guess it sort of balances because of Yorn's Zeal. I mean, this is still really good, especially if dancers can still warp with like Wings of Mercy. But yeah, that restriction, I mean, obviously it's still super powerful. You can make some insane plays with this. It's also, oh wait, it's also highest HP within two spaces, so I guess that's sorta leads to that playstyle of like having someone go in first and then having go in Marianne attack and then have the person danced, quote unquote danced, attack again. Again, I think she will probably age the best, maybe. Either that or Gatekeeper, because again, OBSTRUCT Plus is super powerful. I'm very interested in this art. This is very unique art. I guess I can be down with it.
A member of the Knights of Saros, he's sworn to protect the gates of the monastery at all costs. He's known for being cheerful and lively when he's on duty, and I'm sure he'll make a pleasant addition to any army.
Alright, let's see these skills. Charging Horn. Grants attack speed +5 to allies within 3 rows or 3 columns. Okay, buff. That's really good. Grants effects to unit during combat based on the number of allies within 3 rows and columns. If greater than 1 ally, inflicts attack res -X on foe during combat. And X being the number of allies in the area times 2. Max is -6 infliction. Okay, debuffs. That's decent. If greater than 3 allies, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. So that is impact, essentially. And if unit is within 2 spaces of structure, that automatically gets the full buffs. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that effect. Not sure how that will work out in practice, especially as a green tome, but
magic to take effect.
I think this is really good. Also, speed is definitely the dump stat, so any auto follow-up will probably be able to double him, like Dual Leaf, for example. Oh my goodness, that is an amazing animation. I love it. Oh shoot, I didn't see his skills. Oh well.
Not only that.
Oh yeah, he has like that close counter skill, right? Yeah. That's again, if that requires recoil damage, I think like close counter is honestly just better.
Huh? It looks like an ally will be in trouble if we don't act. Well, would you look at that? His detailed reports.
Yeah, this detailed report will be this will define him for a long time. Foe with range equal to 1 cannot move through spaces adjacent to unit. Does not affect pass. Foes with range 2 cannot move through spaces within 2 spaces of unit. Does not affect foes. So again, pass meta, maybe? This is pretty powerful. But the bottom paragraph is going to be the kicker. Foes cannot warp into spaces within 4 spaces of unit, which is honestly bananas. This will define Gatekeeper for a long time because Wings of Mercy is literally everywhere on Aether Raids. So just having him as your main tank basically protects all of your units. It's basically like save, except in a way that that just basically obstructs space instead of going over and being a savior, for instance. So yeah, this will define him for a long time to come. And yeah. Can't wait to see everything else.
On top of that,
and again, I don't think
he has close reversal. So he's totally prepared for
oh wait, close reversal doesn't have damage, self-infliction.
No one can get past him. I guess that makes sense for someone in his
okay. I guess just use that as a close counter then. And then joint drive defense finally.
Launching after this Feh Channel.
So yeah, I might do a more thorough analysis on the trailer, maybe on like another day or something. But yeah, so far my impressions, I like Marianne the best so far. I love her special. I love her art. Gatekeeper is probably the one to look for in terms of meta, at least for these initial impressions. Again, everything is not yet set in stone. Remember when Brave Dimitri was like the super powerful house? Yeah, that didn't last long. So yeah, take all of what I said with a grain of salt. But so far, I think Gatekeeper is probably the most unique. And Marianne is personally the one I'm most excited for. But Erica and Marth also look really good too. But yeah, those are my first impressions and reactions to this Feh channel. Let me know who you're going to free summon, if any. Are you going to plus 10 anyone? Who's your favorite? Who do you think did a really good job? Let me know. And once again, thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz. And yeah, see you all next time.